Noise.
Let me check if everything is all right, and then we can start. Okay, everything sounds good. Everything looks good. Okay, let's get to it then. So today we are going to be doing Black Swan and Sparkle's quest, which I'm pretty sure they're both, like, their quests are just the one quest. So, yeah.
Oh, come here. I've got something to ask you. Pom Pom, the conductor. What kind of food do they like? Do they like snow radish? Herbs? Or maybe...
I mean, I don't like either of those.
Huh? What's it got to do with you?
Nothing.
I've been researching Pom Pom in the encyclopedia for ages, but I still can't figure out what species they are.
I don't think...
Then again,
I don't think he's in
there
that
aren't many
book.
species of talking animal. Hey, what's with that look? I know how to do research too, okay?
I didn't peg you for that kind of type, but...
I'll figure out what Pom Pom is and what they like before you do. Just you wait.
We call it a rabbit. Anyways, okay, so I think I already read the text for that. Yeah, I did. So I believe, yeah, I think it's about a memory bubble. Yeah, so I think I have to go to Dr. Edward and talk to him about it. And this song hits. But yeah, but I'm the one that put that on the Express, so I mean, like, shit, this is my problem, I guess. Okay, so yeah, so I think I just gotta go to Dr. Edward now, right? So here, let me check. I still gotta do these, but I'm just gonna do it on my own time. Masquerade duet. Oh my god, I cannot read, bro. Masquerade duet. You received a message from Dr. Edward. Dr. Edward has invited you to the Dreamscape sales store to experience a dream left for you by a lady named Black Swan. Of course you know who Black Swan is, but cannot think why she had left a dream for you. Go to the Dreamscape sales store to see. Perhaps you will only receive your answer once you experience it for yourself. Alright, let's get to it. I don't know how long this quest is gonna be, but I don't imagine it'll be too long. The companion quests have been consistently the same amount of time, so it could be wrong though.
Trailblazers from the Astral Express.
Hello.
Welcome to the Dreamscape sales store.
Thank you. Long time no see, old big eye.
A long time no see. Bye.
Oh, I see you. Okay.
I've already made the necessary preparations. Be careful. We did pass the safety inspection stipulated by Article 027. First, Article 076.
Got it.
However, this Dreamscape will feature unfiltered and unpolished fresh memory.
Interesting.
It will make for a very vivid experience.
All right.
Veteran gamers. Call this type
Oh, gamers?
Thrill dream. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. If you feel any discomfort, please leave the Dreamscape immediately and seek professional medical help.
Okay.
Luckily, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor. Be it a psychiatric one. Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the
Okay, Doc.
Oh yes, I nearly forgot. That elegant girl mentioned something before she left.
What is it?
The nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
Okay. Oh fuck. All right. Well, if there's gonna be trash. Okay, so I would use my Black Swan, but my Black Swan kind of poo-poo, so I'm gonna use this one. Since I'm gonna be fighting a trash can, I think I play it safe and also use sample. Let me just okay, and then we'll do this. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. Okay, play it safe and run to him, and then run myself. Alright, let's see how this goes.
In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Oh shit, murder.
Murder. Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family.
Well, guess who's wrong now, huh?
In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the
What the
criminal
fuck?
intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case.
Okay, so the question
right?
is that actually sample? I don't think so, but you know, could be.
You're not wrong.
I'm pretty sure that's Swarkle
Even if
though,
there are
considering
no
last time,
casualties.
so.
Being smashed over
And
the head
considering it's
with a
about
hammer in
Swarkle
the
too,
middle
it's
of the
probably,
street for no
it's
reason
probably
at all.
Swarkle.
This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony. You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
Well, there's a hammer.
Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Will tell the truth or offer no explanation. Shit, am I gonna have to make these decisions like this shit? Oh, fuck, okay. Let me think about it realistically here. That hammer looked awfully like Sparkle. I mean, it had like the flower she has on her, so I'd say, honestly, you know what? Actually, there could be you know what? Tell the truth.
Just some suggestions
Tell the
at
truth.
the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a fact. If we had a little more time, I could have even convinced her I was Shipe the Harmony. Then
Imagine.
on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time.
Huh.
You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape.
Huh.
In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Ideen Park. Even in the reflections of the wine
It's gonna be fun.
glass.
I feel like this will be a fun
Everywhere.
class.
My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game.
Huh.
I left a puzzle for you, Nero Timal. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me.
You know, it's a good thing I put sample on this team now that I think about it.
Then, we can talk. Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
There's actually more than one memo keeper who's come to Penacony. She's mixed me up with someone else.
It
But
is
no
what it
harm,
is.
No foul. The address that the mask gave you was right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony.
Damn, going out here murdering people for fun, that's crazy.
Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything. I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare.
They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So, maybe you can just, you know...
Let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
What a frightened look you have.
Okay, Sam.
Don't worry.
If
Since
that's
this has
who
nothing
you
to
really
do with
are.
You, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine. It's all fine. No big deal.
It's alright. What the fuck? What's up, bailiff? Constable? Not sure what's up with you two, but what's up?
If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Regarding the victim?
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari.
Huh.
Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer. Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like
Wow, is that so,
someone else.
Sampo? She can do that? Interesting, Sampo. And regarding the Sweet Dreams troupe present at the scene of the crime.
Who are those two little guys?
Oh, no, they were there?
Seems like the
Crazy.
assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. What nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order. Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Alright.
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
Regarding evidence at the scene of the crime?
Any leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. All we have to go by are the
That's a
weapon
very
used by the
sparkle-ish
assailant
hammer.
and the victim's ID. They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us.
Very much so.
Despicable.
Can we summon the victim?
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape.
Fair enough.
Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
Alright, let's play.
Lady Black Swan, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case.
Mr. Cold Feet, why'd you do it?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of this Sparkle murder case.
It's like I'm watching a fucking TV show. of like a board game or some shit.
The Sparkle
Or not,
murder case?
not a
Wasn't the victim
Board game,
Shamari
but-
from the IPC?
recall. What's that? What's like those detective games that you play with friends, you know? The Sparkle murder case, yeah.
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family,
Huh?
Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer. Is that her real surname?
Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
Oh yeah, no, definitely doesn't.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today. But upon their arrival, all they found was her body. Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot.
Huh.
Such a brutal act of violence.
My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before. But they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang. They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Is the case closed?
Bruh.
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers.
Come on, get your story straight.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
You kind of fumbled it, not gonna lie.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it
Oh
must have
my
been
god,
one of
this
them
is like my
or
source? I made it the fuck up. Ha ha ha.
That actually
Bruh.
doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those 3...
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
I've got the case file right here. If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me.
I'm dead. What
Lady
is
Black
this?
Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Wright. Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang.
So he's missing a
He's
right
wondering
hand.
how to
Okay.
write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be. Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town. Last of all comes Wright. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives.
So it's the guy
Lying
with the
about how the
fucked
gang
up
had taken
face
off
then,
the
because how the
party.
fuck does the guy with no right
Lefton and
hand
Zhongshan
swing
were
around
so
a hammer that
incensed
big?
that they broke his legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
I honestly just realized.
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
No.
That won't be necessary. I've memorized every detail.
No wonder you're a memo keeper.
Look, an ID card.
Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims?
Probably.
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as
Weird.
he woke from the dreamscape. The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
Okay. So if you die in the dream, your shit should usually go with you if you lost it. Okay.
Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy. This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case.
Miss Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target.
Now we're carrying around. It is extremely heavy and even Sample can't lift it in one hand. What a Herculean woman. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on? Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
The two pieces of evidence that you found are related to the attack on Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around.
Talking in third person now, are we?
They're clues to the puzzle. But there are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Okay.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen who'd never bring extra trouble to the family.
No, somehow I doubt that. You know, somehow bashing someone's skull in a dream and then impersonating like 2, 3, 4 people. Well, actually, it was like 2 people, I guess. You know, I'm pretty sure all of that's kinda against the rules, but yeah, okay.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then. Mr. Assistant Detective, this way.
Okay. Oh, sick. Time to become a Hanu again. Let's go. Oh, that is a button.
What's this little device here for? Could you
It's
please let me know?
it's the launch
It looks
button
like a little button.
for her missile.
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it. That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Pinaconi will instantaneously
Give me a
go up
choice.
in
Give me a choice. I
smoke.
want to press it so bad.
Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes it, you and the entirety of Pinaconi will instantaneously go up in smoke.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Correct. Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
I honestly don't care.
okay.
But yeah.
Why?
Because she is fair.
Okay.
This is nuts!
Let me press the button. I want to press it. Y'all would not let me near any buttons after this shit. Everything on the other side I need to know about. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Okay, back to becoming Hanu I go. Yay! Look at me go. I mean, like, look at me. What a guy. Ooh, a puzzle. There, I think that. Oh, I can just solve it here. Sick. Okay. Is that a pom pom? That is a pom pom. What's Pom Pom doing here?
What's this? A plush toy?
That is Pom Pom.
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
I doubt it, but okay.
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories?
Or are you just gonna say it?
It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
I see. But when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
Yes.
That's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle and were worried about her throwing out a random, useless clue.
I see. Thank you for your keen insight. Then, let's pretend we were misled by a red herring.
Oh my god.
This doll, could it be connected to the case?
You don't have to play along that hard,
Dude, she's only doing this because she's bored, bro. I can. She's like, I'm bored. I'm gonna play along with this. Oh, I am now. Oh, I'm gonna knock this guy the fuck out. Yo, who could have done that? Not me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I would never do such a thing and attack innocent people.
This notice seems like a hint for us from Miss Sparkle.
You know this quest is giving me so far. It's like when you're like the older sister and then your like little sister is like bothering the shit out of you, so, or not even bothering. She just wants to play with you. So you're like, oh fuck it, I'm bored. To prevent criminals from hurting our great and lovely Miss Sparkle, the Gold Hammer residents shall abide by the following regulations from today onwards. Number 1. All retainers and visitors must enter and exit the Golden Hammer residence using the facial recognition system. Those who cannot pass through the facial recognition system will be killed on the spot. These regulations are in effect indefinitely.
That sounded like a story from ancient times. And why did the facial recognition system suddenly go out?
This is so her style, isn't it? Doesn't look like there are any more clues. Let's head back to the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence. I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp. Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right? I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Yeah, the guy with broken
Why
legs.
don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so elimination could be a valid method.
If you put it like that, then do you already
It's
have
the guy
someone in
with the
mind?
face.
Tell me, come on.
Wow. I wonder who. Okay, we're excluding. Okay. Like, bro, this guy could not lift shit. Okay.
So, who exactly is the murderer?
Lefton, that guy lost his hand.
You know, if
So, who? I remember this one better.
I need to read the evidence because okay, you know what? Realistically, pressing the button, right? That would lose your hand, right? Because I feel like that shit wouldn't. Okay.
Lefton.
Hand button.
Oh, is that so?
Fuck.
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant
That was my
hand
second
was
guess. I
seriously
mean, I
injured
thought
to the point where
it
he
was
had
like
to learn how to live using only his left hand.
I thought it was like,
Swinging
oh,
that giant
how did he lose? I
sledgehammer
thought I was trying to
murder
figure that out.
someone.
I'm stupid.
That
Okay,
must be
so
hard for him.
I should
Probably
have
impossible.
just stuck.
Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
So, who exactly is the murderer? I remember this one. Oh, is that so?
Shut the fuck up, Sample.
Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so?
Is it? Oh wait, is it the pom pom doll? Because the pom pom doll is just fucking.
Oh, is
Okay,
that
no.
so? Oh, is that so? I feel.
Are you saying the cripple did it?
Oh, is that so?
Okay, okay.
So, remember Zhongshan? Oh, is that? Oh,
Hold on.
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe.
Oh, yeah, you
If
know
that's
what? That
the
makes
case,
sense.
Then he couldn't have made
That
it
makes
through
sense.
the Goldhammer Residence's facial recognition system. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Wright could be the murderer. That was easy. Let's tell the constable our answer and see what he thinks.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan.
You know what? That makes sense.
There are lots of clues
Apparently
at
the guy
crime
with the
scene
broken
that are
leg
sure
did
to
it.
help you apprehend the real culprit.
The murderer is Wright.
Beep! You have answered correctly! As expected, you didn't disappoint, Lady Black Swan. Game rules stipulate I must tell you where the next puzzle is.
Huh?
Huh.
The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this.
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
He's got a point.
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior. Memories cannot lie, and hers may just understand more about her than
And
she does herself.
We are analyzing the mind of a psychopath.
Right
Okay.
now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
Got it. At this moment, the constable and his bailiff lay lifelessly, mere husks of their former selves. It seems they have already completed their mission.
You don't think they'll realize we aren't actually detectives, do you?
Oh, no way. Please put more trust in me.
Alright, next crime scene. Let's check it out.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
I like how there's an echo. Oh wait, I like they bothered to put that effect on.
I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And as a Memo Keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
Okay. The gas stations in the middle of the road like that? Crazy. Damn.
Whoa,
Okay.
this place is a complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too.
There's nobody else at the scene. Seems like Miss Sparkle used the same method to send dreamers back to reality. Let's talk to those two there then.
All right, let's chat.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo. You finally made it.
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days?
Maybe.
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
Y'all sound like the same person.
Oh, of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
Huh. The skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
What's the last name?
Her again?
Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
Seems so.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt. Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. She didn't come back out. After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on, but instead discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death.
No way.
There were 3 suspects on the scene, namely a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Wright.
Are you fucking serious? That's crazy, dude.
Called Lefton.
It's like the exact same names. Wow.
Our old friends.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart.
Okay.
Miss Sparkle is so gracious.
Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these 3, and they were not working in cahoots.
That's so.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk any more with you, it'll make my pure soul filthy!
Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. You can learn more about the suspects from me. I trust you'll be able to cut through the hogwash and find out who Miss Sparkle's killer is. Let me introduce the identities of these suspects to you.
Okay,
It's
let's hear
very
it.
straightforward. First of all is the shopkeeper, Wright. He's one of the Pepeshi people and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can get pretty salty about it.
Fair enough.
Next up, you have the merchant left.
I mean, like, shit, that's even shorter than Sparkle.
He
Sparkle's
wants to
already
join
really
the
fucking
Trading
short.
Guild and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her. Finally, there is the gambler Zhongshan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom. It's possible he harbored a grudge against her. That's
Perhaps.
all the information we have. Do you need me to repeat it?
No.
That won't be necessary. I remember it all.
Okay,
And
let's look at
there's the
this.
tie.
Oh, wow.
That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
Probably.
The tag on the tie reads, only for Imperial Master Lefton. Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
Alright, what else we got? Papers.
There's an accounting book lying on the ground. It must have been specially placed there by Sparkle.
On the title page is written Chen Katong. Is that someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book.
Fucking samples of fucking actors kills me with the way he acts for him. It's funny.
This Jian Tong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around.
Okay.
So, it's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories again, right?
Miss Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then?
True. Alright, let's get... Oh, whoops. Oh, right. Can't really... Okay, well, that's fine. Just gotta walk around for a bit. Oh, wait, no, that's where I came from. Let's see. Oh, here we go. What we got here?
A little stool that seems quite normal.
There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon.
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Yep.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary.
Okay. Switch back. There should be another piece of evidence right here, right? Escape velocity reached. Okay.
What's that smell?
What the fuck?
Why is there a smoked red herring there?
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Yes, it is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
So.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
Sounds like it.
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine. They're the ones that usually belong to the kind people.
Damn. Did they really? They really put in a recipe for that in the bro. All right, what we got over here?
This clock is...
Open it up and take a look.
Okay. All right, watch this. I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay, so that goes like that. Okay, very cool. Very easy, very easy. Next one's down there. Okay, very cool. I call that speed running.
Oh, there's a ring
Oh
inside.
shit! This has to be the family
This is
heirloom.
evidence too. Why was it planted inside another device?
Because this ring was
Oh
found
shit!
inside the victim's
I almost tripped on
mouth.
the
We want
TI
to
app.
reconstruct
Oh shit!
the scene of the crime.
Okay, never mind. I'm good. No, okay. Huh?
In the victim's mouth.
What?
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. Zhongshan family heirloom.
That should be it.
Let's head out.
I have to thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but the puzzle this time is
Kind of weird, yeah.
pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
All right, sheriff. We got more evidence. Let's talk.
For the laughter. Didn't think we'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. Was that? You found out who the killer is?
Yes.
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Do not identify the murder. Honestly, the evidence was so strange that I just did not think about it.
Then please, hurry up with it!
Alright guys, let's look at the let's look at the evidence. Okay, so our so we got an accounting book, okay, for the victim. This, okay, you got a tie that was probably used for the murder. Someone sat on this chair. I mean, like, what do you want me to say? Someone sat on it? Like, bro. Just a heirloom? Yeah. Fish. I'm not identifying the murderer, bro. Like, fuck this.
Oh, for the laughter.
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation. Then go ahead.
In my opinion, there is no murderer for this case.
What do you mean by that?
Like, bro. What the fuck is this?
This evidence doesn't really prove that he is the murderer.
It doesn't. Looks like Miss Sparkle is more careful than I thought.
Like, I was kind of hoping someone was gonna explain the fucking fish to me, because, like, you know, I'm just saying.
This ring is a piece of evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's the one. Zhongshan stormed into the changing room to try and get his ring back, flustering Miss Sparkle, who swallowed it. Who would have guessed
She
that
killed
the
herself.
ring would get stuck in her throat? Zhongshan repaid evil with kindness and tried to borrow a tie to help Miss Sparkle squeeze out the ring. But sadly, she couldn't be saved. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the 3 suspects would all be facing grave injustice.
Is something wrong here? This is too easy.
Yeah.
The first case wasn't hard, but this one.
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Which means this is probably another prank from Miss Sparkle. Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right?
Correct, Detective Sampo. I never thought you'd be able to deduce the truth.
Sheriff, the murderer is right. The evidence is the stool, right?
Yes! For the laughter, how did I fail to
Wow!
realize this
That's
formidable
crazy,
intellect of
dude! I
yours?
would have never seen that coming!
Right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring.
I should have, been like, oh my god, the murderer was the fish that was cooked, so he died too.
Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius? How could such an unfathomable mystery be solved so easily by him?
Oh my god.
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
That's great.
Why take it so seriously? Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild. We're only responsible for providing an entertaining detective experience. Anyway, since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that.
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Alright, let's hear it then.
Detective Black Swan, would you like to hear about the other answers that you didn't guess?
Sure.
Why, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Seeing as you put so much work into everything.
Lefton.
Lefton is a wealthy merchant who has been competing with Miss Sparkle for decades. They're always at each other's throats.
Lefton's tie.
This tie is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right. That's the one. This tie belongs to Lefton, and it just so happens to be the murder weapon in this case. Could the evidence be any more solid than this? Lefton snuck into the changing room and waited for poor Miss Sparkle to enter before using this very tie to brutally kill her. And then he stuffed Zhongshan's ring into her mouth as a way to try and frame him. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
Zhongshan.
This guy, Zhongshan, is a card shark who used to play Get the Koi with Miss Sparkle. He gambled away his entire family fortune.
Kinda his fault.
This ring is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right! That's the one! What would a penniless wretch of a gambler like Zhongshan be doing at such a fancy fashion store as this? Because he was planning on robbing it! He'd stolen Lefton's tie and was just about to get away when he saw Miss Sparkle, the one who had stolen his family fortune from him. So, he darted into the changing room and tried to get back his ring. Who could have known that Miss Sparkle would end up swallowing that ring? All Zhongshan could do was use the tie in his hand to try and strap down her neck to prevent her from swallowing the ring. But he unexpectedly managed to strangle Miss Sparkle to death.
That's crazy.
What a tragedy! If it weren't
Right.
Wright is a Pepeshi citizen, and Miss Sparkle was a low-key bigot, always laughing at his height.
I mean it's kind of his fault for being so short.
This stool is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right! That's the one! Miss Sparkle always teased poor Wright until he was unable to take it any longer. Eventually, murderous intent was born. Taking advantage of his position, he stole Lefton's tie and told Miss Sparkle, "Miss, please come with me to the changing room. I'd like to show you a matching tie."
Wow. I accidentally changed scenes. That's how shocking that was.
Miss Sparkle never thought Wright would retaliate against her, so she went back with him to the changing room. As Wright stood atop the stool and helped Miss Sparkle try on the tie as usual, he then suddenly pulled it tight. And that's how he killed Miss Sparkle.
Wow.
What a tragedy! If it weren't...
I'd rather not play around.
What's up, Deputy Sheriff?
Excuse me? Is the Deputy Sheriff still around?
Its work is done and it's taking a long vacation now.
But I prefer the character design of the Deputy Sheriff. Can it come back?
No. Playing so many roles is tiring.
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Guess so.
Truly, Miss Sparkle is a fascinating person. She seems chaotic inside, but easy enough to understand. Like a performer on the stage or child hungering for attention.
Yeah, probably the
This
second
game
one.
will be over soon. This time, we're going to catch her.
All right, let's go.
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sampo, you're finally here. I am the famed detective of Penacony. And next to me here is my assistant detective.
A murder in a locked room has left us all stumped.
This is crazy.
As expected, another change in setting.
Yesterday, my assistant and I were visiting the famed artist Miss Sparkle, and we stayed the night. But this morning, Miss Sparkle didn't come out of her bedroom. The butler, Zhongshan, said that the door was locked from inside, so we ought not to have disturbed her.
I see.
But Miss Sparkle had never slept in so late. And no matter how hard he knocked, there was no answer from inside.
Got it.
As soon as I heard, I knew something must have happened. So I acted decisively and broke the door down to get inside.
The room was covered in spattered blood. Miss Sparkle's body was lying right in the middle, her face white as snow. One look told me she'd been dead for some time.
Thinking quickly, I grabbed the artist's canvas to staunch Miss Sparkle's blood, but... alas, poor Miss Sparkle!
With
She's
the
left us
canvas?
now forever!
Besides us and Zhongshan the butler, Lefton the cook and Wright the driver were also at the scene of the crime. What would you like to do?
Give them better names because they have like the same names as the last 6 people.
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right?
Maybe.
Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with me? It might tickle a little.
A little, she said.
Wait up! Wait up!
honest kid. I know where you are, Miss Sparkle.
No
cheating!
Huh. Mr. Assistant Detective. You seem to be getting anxious.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was.
Let's go. Can't keep a girl waiting, can we?
Hey, Miss Black Swan, wait up, wait up! Miss Sparkle has one final message to announce.
Okay, let's hear it.
Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama.
Bruh.
The
What is
Honest
this?
Challenge. Everyone knows that the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it?
Wow.
Also, if you're interested
wonder
in the
who it
locked room
is.
case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. I put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste. Thus, the masked genius Miss Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet.
Okay.
All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
You know, let's play the game because I'm just curious. Map. Okay, no.
Make a wish.
Whoops. No, I swear there's a... You know, let's just walk around, you know? You never know what you can find when you walk around, you know? It's like, unless you walk around the whole place, so I mean, like, there has to be, like, something, right? I guess. That sounded creepy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, just the lack of people there. Is there really nothing else? Is it really just... I don't know. I mean, if I look around a bit more... Yeah? Guess not. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
on. Oh boy, a trash can. Wow.
There's no weird, sweet dreams troop. Nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. We finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can? In Penacony?
Hey, dear Memo Keeper and Mr. Coldfeet. You made it. I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle. That's on me. All right. Miss Sparkle cares not for the faults of ants like me.
Okay.
Come then. This is the final question. Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night?
No murder case this time
Bruh.
around.
Sometimes it's nice to take things easy. Come on, dear. Give me your answer then.
Four legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, 3 legs at night.
Seeing as you're right here in front of me like this, Then I guess the answer is a trash can. Right?
Womp womp. Wrong answer. That's funky, but a wild guess.
I can't be asked to really think about it right now.
The correct answer is Sparkle.
So I was right.
When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed. She runs about all afternoon in a fluster, so is exhausted by evening, but has to still raise a hand to hold a toothbrush. Poor Sparkle. So naturally, she's got 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night.
What the heck was that jibber jabber?
What a cute answer.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you've just tried to cheat. Wrong answer. Accept your punishment.
Okay. Ow.
Ill tidings manifest.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Yeah, that trash can ain't shit. That was easy.
Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere.
What a trash can.
Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Wait. Don't move. Something's off.
Miss, you killed Sparkle.
Oh, shit.
How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection. What did you do?
Why is there so much fucking money?
You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams. Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her.
Oh my god.
Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
I'm fucking dead, bro.
There's no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier. There's no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
Huh.
Miss Sparkle? Who are you talking to?
Oh, come on now.
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclusions. If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by. So,
Okay.
deduction will do.
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder? I thought you weren't doing that one.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it? The key to solving the puzzle lay in 2 pieces of information put forward by the detectives. First, the large splatter of blood at the crime scene. Second, the victim had been dead for some time. Based on my shallow understanding, I can only draw 2 conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case, because a locked room always needs a reason to exist. But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body. There was no third party at the crime scene to frame, and the blood everywhere didn't look like a faked suicide. That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room.
I see.
There is also reason to speculate that if the crime scene was a locked room, then its creator might not necessarily be the murderer.
Huh.
As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? A trained professional was somehow happily destroying a crime scene just to save someone who's obviously been dead a while.
Huh.
The answer is simple. It's because the assistant detective is the murderer.
Wow. Okay, hold on.
At the time, I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. I tentatively speculated that the murderer had killed the victim the night before, but hadn't locked the door from the inside. And so, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery.
Huh.
That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible, to confirm whether or not the victim left any evidence implicating him. And, judging by his behavior, it probably had something to do with that canvas. Like some final words.
Makes sense to me.
Of course, this is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me. That the murderer is the assistant detective. Which means it's you, Mr. Sampo. I've been using this term of address, but it was you who first came up with it.
True.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. Follow ripples along the surface of the water. Use some abilities and tricks to keep diving deeper, and touch that secret deep inside people's hearts. Salvage it, and protect them carefully. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite
Nice,
reasoning.
okay.
And very close to the truth. But I have another answer. Would you like to hear it?
Another answer?
The great artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death, was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice
shit.
who assisted her
That's
in
crazy.
faking her own death.
What a pity. Such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Unfortunately, the right answer is Miss Sparkle's body. Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body.
Ooh. Sounds so stupid.
Ding-a-ling! I won!
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
I guess so.
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all 3 of those skits just then.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo, then?
Beautiful lady, I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing. I just helped a friend send a letter. That's all.
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
Oh wait, so are they actually both here? That's crazy. Oh, you know what? There is an NPC in Penacony that does talk about Sample. So you know what? I guess Sample really is here. It's just that. Okay.
My dear, why so serious? Haven't you been having a great time? I have, at least.
It has been kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie.
You take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other, seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me? Ooh, we can dance ballet together.
Oh? Am I understanding this correctly?
Oh,
A masked
okay.
fool inviting me to work together?
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. If you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
Okay.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you. It's frankly above my pay grade.
Fair enough.
Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you. The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
Secretly, the one who hired her. So she was hired to go to Penacony.
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you try to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
Interesting.
So, you mean you're refusing?
Oh, everyone just, even
Memo keeper.
everyone's pulling up.
Did you think you could just leave?
That was said. That was very much said earlier in that dream with Acheron. That one interaction.
Why not?
My dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, if you can find me. Let's go, Sampo? Sampo. Who is Sampo?
This is Bellabug, right?
What?
I said, why not?
Huh.
Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again.
Damn. Damn, she erased her memories.
I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
Oh. That's clever. That's clever.
What a special dream this has been. But did you notice its nest?
That's interesting.
Being part of the clay inside the dreamscape. It's as real,
Very interesting.
captivating as being in a dream within a dream.
Interesting.
That's the end of Miss Black Swan.
It's not exactly what was said in that dream with Acheron, but it's basically, it's kind of fascinating.
I also found this dream suitably fascinating. You've gained joy from it.
It's interesting, like we see parts of that dialogue in
Miss
that
Black
interaction
Swan surely also
in the
feels
dream,
gratified.
you know? Damn, her power kind of scary. Done the main, well, we're doing this quest, so yeah, I've done the main quest. Yeah, her power's kind of scary. The fact she can just erase memories like that, it's kind of, damn. It's interesting because, like, you know, in that interaction in the dream, like you have Black Swan and Sparkle talking to each other. It's like, oh, it's pretty much the same conversation, but it definitely feels like in those conversations in that dream, things were definitely left out. Like that whole I can't go back, but that whole interaction they had just now, like we saw like maybe 2 lines from that in the dream, like that first dream with Acheron, but we didn't see that whole conversation. So we're definitely missing pieces of the conversation in those other interactions with like the other characters in that first dream. It's interesting.
If we meet again, I will pass your esteemed praise on to you. I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to you. It's worth repeating that dreams are just dreams. And in Pinnacle, dreams can be processed, or even tempered.
Oh yeah, that much is very clear to me.
Things in our dreams cannot be trusted, let alone in someone else's dreamscape. If there's any information that you'd like to confirm, please do so by the cold, hard light of reality. Sweet dream.
Fair enough. So what have we learned? Don't trust the fucking dreams, okay? Nothing is fucking real. Like clearly, is that's what's going on.
Really? I wouldn't do anything to her.
Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed. Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now?
Huh.
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements? Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, 3rd barrel on the left. You never saw me.
Ah, okay, I see.
But Sampo, after all this time, what made you suddenly want to take
So
back
he
your
retired
mask?
from being a mask fool.
This doesn't seem like the Sampo
Interesting.
I know. Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Is it? Is there?
Well, no comment about that. But I love that line.
Oh,
you
that
said.
sounds.
If you're too late to take the stage,
That's
you can
that's
work
kind of
behind the
ominous.
scenes.
Okay.
That really makes sense.
Sometimes even an old timer like me feels
Bro
like
just
taking
called
the stage.
bro just called himself an
making a
old timer.
fool out of
I'm
myself.
dead.
If you're all out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Bellabog. After all, the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sempo can stand by.
Interesting.
Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so seriously. Why so serious?
Interesting. 5-star sample incoming? Oh, perhaps. I see. They kind of set it up where like. Oh, hold on. New message. What's up? Like, what's up? Searching. Okay. Yeah, sure. You tried it. You tried it. Okay. 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 You bring it on. Interesting, interesting.
Welcome to...
I'm not buying that shit, bro. I'm too broke. So you could be Sparkle too. You could be Sparkle. I could be Sparkle. That kid right there could be Sparkle. Like literally anybody here could be Sparkle. Like I wouldn't know. Okay. It's really interesting though. Huh. That's enough. Huh? Oh. See, even I could be Sparkle, bro. Like I'm telling you, maybe we were all Sparkle, you know? Maybe everybody was Sparkle. That's the whole punch. That's the whole thing, you know? Well, to re-examine what we have seen and think about the appearance and reality of the dreamscape. Okay. Interesting. So honestly, like in a way you could claim that was just like some random ass filler that did not constitute anything. But if you think about it, and because of the fact that I've definitely seen a post about this on the internet, it could definitely imply a lot of things about the quest in itself, you know? Specifically the whole thing of, things that happen in dreams, like, they could be, like, you know, not real or something like that. Let me grab that chest. Also, while I'm here, I'm gonna also go do some... I'm gonna grind some of the stuff I need for Black Swan to ascend her. Yep, there we go, this place. Interesting, really. I'm probably gonna like look into that later and then think about it. Like there is a bit to work with in that quest. Like not too much, but definitely a lot to think about.
Make a wish.
So, Linda, does that hurt? Existence is unity.
Just in time.
Relax.
What do you want? Ill tidings manifest.
Nature Reaper!
Mind your manners.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I did happen to know that it was gonna be like related to a lot of like it was like a murder mystery kind of quest, because of like I did accidentally see like a few like things about the quest. Mainly in like I've seen someone make a theory that
Eternal.
Lance at the ready.
you could compare this quest to the previous one, like the deaths, all the deaths that happened in this quest. You could compare it to the other one. I'd have to look back on how all of them died, but at the same time, it does kind of sound like you could, honestly. I think mainly the point was like dying in the dream really does not mean dying in real life. Like that is very much what it sounds like.
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest.
Entangled!
Didn't hurt. Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
We'll see how it
Good
goes.
times. Never time
We
to
gotta
say
wait like
bye.
what, 5 weeks, 6 weeks? I don't know, something like that. I gotta go heal because I'm not using a healer.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
I know, I just really gotta like sit on that for a while, or just look up what other people are saying. Because I actually am kind of curious to see if it actually does relate to the other, to like those 2 deaths of like in the previous quest. Well, I really want to see if there's like a good comparison. It does sound like the death with the painting canvas. It kind of does seem like, in a way, it does kind of seem like Robin's. Can't wait. Yeah, I also can't wait, bro. Like, I need that quest out right now, bro. I can't believe. First of all, they extended, dude. Honestly, I can't believe. Like, first of all, look. You remember they extended this patch by 1 week, bro. It's kind of messed up. They knew that they were gonna have such a cliffhanger, and they're like, you know what? Let's also just increase it by 1 week, so they have to wait an extra week to see how this quest continues. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay. Let me just look at the. Okay. And then in 2 weeks we should have the Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2. So I'm gonna be playing that. So at least I'll have something to do as I wait for the next part. You know. Oops. Yeah. Let me switch to the healer.
Does that hurt?
Eternal.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, they really did extend this patch by 1 week. I forget the exact reasoning why they extended the patch. I just remember that they did it, and I was like, okay, there's. They did it for like, I think it was like.
The dead return!
I can't remember the exact reasoning. I just remember there was a reason they did it that wasn't related to the fact that this quest was going to be that depressing, for the story quest. I mean, like, you know, I'm pretty sure it was because like I think one of the other patches were like shorter than usual or something, so they made this one longer to adjust or something. I think that's the reason. Something like that.
Existence is unity. Relax.
That just means I have an extra week to save for Acheron. I'm gonna be honest. You know what? I can complain about having to wait for this story, but you know what? I can't complain with having another week to save more for Acheron. I really can't complain.
Stand still.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Nothing major.
Time to say bye. Boom.
The whole Pentacone quests have been like very interesting so far. Honestly, you've been having a lot of fun with them.
Eternal.
All will be swept away by the wind. Relax.
Nothing major.
The dead return!
And I'm definitely gonna end stream after this, and then probably gonna think about what I've learned today, and then
Time to say
honestly,
bye.
I'm not gonna put a date to when I'll stream next, so I'm just gonna. So I'm not really sure what I'd stream next few weeks.
Nothing major.
Definitely gonna be videos though. Do I have enough to ascend? Black Swan. 25 or 30 that I need. I think it to be 30. Yeah, no, 35. Oh my god, even worse. Okay. Alright. So I will end stream here. There's a lot to think about with that quest. A lot to really put together, I guess. Okay, actually, you know what? Because I can, right? Because I can. Let me go to Penacony real quick. Let me go. I'll just go over here. So I have actually used my Dreamscape Pass to actually kind of put together how everyone's kind of interacted and everything. So basically, what we have here, these three are working together. Sparkle's kind of doing her own thing. Okay, so we can, so now we can definitely say she's a lot more important in this because she was hired by somebody to go to Penacony. The question is, who hired her? Who hired Sparkle to go to Penacony? I don't think it was the IPC. And I don't think it was the family either. So I almost want to say it's the Watchkeeper that did. Something that's also been like in my mind. I've said this on my Twitter. I've guessed that Misha is probably either A, related to the Watchkeeper, or B, the Watchkeeper himself. Like that is what I'm thinking here. So I think he's like, either way, he's a lot more important. Gallagher is he's around. Robin is dead, but could be alive, but we don't know that. Firefly, same deal with her. You never know. She's either dead or she's alive. There is a connection with her and Sam, according to Black Swan. And then there's Venturine. He's sus of Acheron, who he apparently thinks is a emanator of an Eon, in which we don't know who it is yet. The three possible. It could be any Eon actually. Literally, like the most likely is Hunt, Destruction, and Finality. Again, like you never know. And then Ratio, he's working with Aventurine, so yeah. But Black Swan, same deal, working with Aventurine. There's no picture with us in it, so we can't really like. I can't really put us like around here and be like, oh yeah, and then there's us. And then the crazy thing is, I feel like everybody, like, you know, Black Swan said this in the last quest, everyone may be fucking lying. And you know, that's true. I feel like everyone has fucking lied to us. Except Sam, because like Sam kind of just said, hey, you know what? Y'all shouldn't be here or I'm gonna kill you. Like, that's the only thing. You know, he could have been lying about that too. Come on now. You never know. You never know. So, yeah. Honestly, very excited for the next Penacony quest. Still can't believe I have to wait like 6-ish weeks or something like that. Is what it is. It's gonna be fun. How do I close? Oh, there we go. Anyway, so I'm gonna end stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and also don't forget to, you know, comment, like, subscribe, all that. Check out others.